Well, as for the games themselves, Dartford's teenage sprint sensation Adam Gemili, a complete unknown a month ago, has made it into the Olympic squad. So too has former drugs cheat Dwain Chambers. Confirmation came this afternoon when the full list of track and field athletes was announced, completing the lineup for Team GB 2012. Let's get more now from our sports reporter Sally Williams, who's in our studio overlooking the Olympic Park in Stratford. Sally.
Well, Nina, there'll be absolute heartache for those who haven't made the team, but for those who have, their Olympic dreams are now just 3 weeks away, and it'll be taking place for the athletes in that stadium just there. As you've said, there were two London names that really hit the headlines today in the 100 metres. The first was Dwain Chambers, who thought he might never appear in an Olympics again after he got caught taking drugs. And whilst we've been covering his story for years, the other name we've only just heard of a few weeks ago. He is, as you've said, Adam Gemili from Dartford, a mere babe at just 18 going into these games. Here's their story.
It's hard to keep up with Adam Gemili. 1 minute a footballer, the next Britain's fastest man. Any doubts he or his coach had about whether he was ready for an Olympics have been overcome. The London lad is officially going to the London Games.
How difficult was that decision to make to go for the Olympics?
It was quite difficult, obviously, because I wanted to go to the World Juniors and do the 100 and the 200 and the relay. But to do that and then go to the Olympics afterwards would have been impossible. It would have been so hard to do. So we made the decision to just do the 100 and the relay at World Juniors and then go for it, do as well as I can, hopefully get a medal, and then go to the Olympics and just show everyone what I can do.
And was that a difficult decision?
It was quite a difficult decision, but we did talk about it more recently, and obviously you can't miss a home Olympics. You can't miss any Olympics, but the fact that it's a home Olympics as well just is extra special. So we did have a long talk about it with me and my coach and my parents, but we decided that it's just too good opportunity to waste and try and pass off for World Juniors.
Where Adam's story may seem romantic, Dwain Chambers' tale is not without controversy. Having had his lifetime Olympic ban for taking drugs overturned, he too has earned himself a place in the team. But his relief is not shared to the same degree by all.
He's in the team. You know, I'm unreconstructed on this subject. You know my views about drugs in sport, but Dwain is eligible and he should be accorded all the courtesy that any other member that makes the British team is given.
Chambers and Gemili may have qualified, but their times are a long way behind the likes of the Americans and Jamaicans. If our sprinters had a fight to make the team, they now have a battle to make an Olympic final.
Two of London's hopefuls there then. Who else have you heard from today?
Well, of the 71 athletes picked, about a quarter of them are actually from the London area, and we heard from two of them today, Nina. The first one was Gemili and Dwain. Now, she's got an incredible backstory, and we'll be telling you more about that on London Tonight over the coming days. But listen to this, she's already competed for Cuba, Sudan, and now for Great Britain. She currently lives in Harrow, and she really is a potential medal hope.
Well, I guess if I get to the final, like, you know, I will have all the chance in the world, like all the finalists. So that's why we are in the final. If I qualify to the final, which I think I can, have all the chance in the world to do well.
The other person to look out for is Andrew Asaji. He also spoke to us today, the 800-metre runner from Harlow. He won a bronze medal at the World Indoors earlier this year, but he's still got another event before the Olympics, poor lad.
I've still got quite a bit to do, which I'm actually looking forward to. I'm looking forward to getting a good bit of training now, a good block. I've got 2 more races. I think my next race is in London, actually, at Crystal Palace Diamond League Grand Prix. And that should be a good race in front of the home crowd. I know the crowd are going to be excited, obviously, because the team's been selected. They know who's going to be running for Great Britain. And it's going to be a great atmosphere, but there's still a lot of work to do for me.
So many Londoners then in the London squad for the London Games. Predictions from you, put you on the spot. Which of those London athletes are going to bring home some medals?
Well, I'll start off with an easy one, I hope easy. Mo Farah, he runs, of course, in the 5,000 and 10,000 metres. Now, some odds were released today, and he, along with Jessica Ennis, has the shortest odds in the whole team for winning a gold medal. That's in the 5,000 metres. Another person to look out for is East Londoner and triple jumper Phillips Adowu. He won a silver in Beijing. Now, he didn't turn up to the Olympic trials, but his quality has secured his place. We can just hope that he remains injury-free. Another East Londoner, this time a woman, in the 400 metres. Of course, it's Christine Ohurugu. She's our only reigning gold medalist going into the Games. She was streets ahead at the trials, but on the world stage, she has got a lot of competition, so we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed for her. And then we thought we'd throw in a wild card. Lawrence Okoye, the young but huge discus thrower from Croydon. He's had the 4th biggest throw in the world this year, so if he stays consistent, he could be one for us to look out for. Of course, Nina, there will be lots of shocks and surprises in the Olympics taking place in that stadium. My best advice to you is to watch this space.
Will do indeed. Sally Williams down there at the Olympic Park. Thank you. Well, you can see the full list of Londoners chosen for Team GB Athletics on our website. The address, as usual, itv.com/London. There's also some reaction from some of the athletes that are not featured in Sally's report. Their profiles of our best medal hopes and details of the sportsmen and women who have been chosen to represent our country in other Olympic disciplines. One final word on tonight's Olympic coverage, and it comes from America's team. They wanted to say thank you to London for hosting the Games. They also wanted to be good guests, and that means learning to speak like Londoners in Cockney rhyming slang.
If you win a medal, you can go chicken oriental, my son.
If you win a medal, you can go chicken oriental, my son.
If you win a medal, you can go chicken oriental, my son.
If you win a medal, you can go chicken oriental, my son.
Clearly the spirit of Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins is alive and well stateside.